There we go. Okay. So good afternoon and welcome to the Office of Economic Development Virtual Business Information Session. My name is Margaret McGee, and I'm the Business Services Manager with the Office of Economic Development. Business services assist entrepreneurs and business owners in starting and growing their business. We help in navigating through the different departments within City Hall to obtain permits and occupational licenses. We also connect the business community with organizations that can provide technical assistance, incentives, resources, and other programs that's beneficial to operating your business. One way we do this is host business information sessions. This is the third and last of the October sessions. Please check your emails for further future sessions. Today we welcome Ms. Shamelda Pete, Louisiana Economic Development Program Administrator, and Ms. Priscilla Chapman. She's with Job One Business Solutions. She's the consultant. They will share information today with us about their organization, the Small Business Loan and Guarantee Program, and employer incentives. Please make note of your questions and hold them to the question and answer section. And now I'll go ahead and turn it over to Ms. Shamelda Pete. You're on mute.
Sorry, thank you.
Yes.
Technologically challenged.
Yes,
Good afternoon.
don't worry.
Thank you. Again, my name is Shamelda Pete. I'm with Louisiana Economic Development, and today I'm going to share with you some of the information that Louisiana Economic Development provides. First off, we're going to go into the Small Business Loan Guarantee Program. All right. So Louisiana Economic Development is a state agency that works to create and retain jobs by helping Louisiana small businesses. And one way we do this is by offering the Small Business Loan and Guarantee Program. The Small Business Loan Guarantee Program is not direct lending, it's an actual loan guarantee. Well, a loan guarantee is essentially a risk mitigator. We work with commercial banks to help facilitate the access to capital for companies who have trouble doing traditional financing by way of credit. What happens is this loan guarantee programs aids in obtaining financing. So there are many governmental guarantees that are offered by federal agencies. One, the Small Business Administration. Another offered by USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, and the state agency, Louisiana Economic Development. I want to share with you guys a video of some of the work we've been able to do within Louisiana thus far. Bear with me. And please let me know if you're able to see it and hear the audio.
We can see it, but I can't hear it.
Okay. Let me try that again. Are you able to hear it now?
No, still no volume.
Okay. Well, I'll provide a link to Margaret. Again, it's just some testimonials of companies who successfully use our Small Business Loan Guarantee Program. So let me go back to our presentation. Sorry about that. I was hoping the video would work. Let's see. Okay. So essentially, think of our governmental guarantee very similar to a cosigner, if you will. Again, what it helps is it covers the borrower's debt up to 75% of their debt in the event of a default. Again, mitigating that risk for a lender to extend credit to a small business. Again, the benefits of the program is we provide up to a 75% guarantee to a commercial lender, not to exceed 1.5 million. There's no application fee. A guarantee fee may be waived based on risk and it's determined by risk. And that fee can be anywhere from 1% to 4% of the guaranteed portion of the loan. So the eligibility for our program is very similar to the bank's standard underwriting criteria. So banks, the loan still has to be bankable in terms that the lender still has to be willing to do the loan. One of our program requirement is equity of 15 to 20%, 20% for a startup company, 15% for an existing company. And that equity can be cash, paid in capital, paid in surplus and retained earnings, and any partnership capital contributions. Our guarantee percentage is going to be contingent upon the collateral. We do require collateral, which is some form of a security, and that can be fixed assets, buildings, fixtures, equipment, machinery, as well as some form of personal investment. We can't use a personal residence, but any investment property or land can be used in this form of collateral. The business must be based in the Louisiana. However, the business owners can be outside of the state. All right. So eligible uses of funds for our programs are revolving lines of credit, in which that's your general working capital needs. That is backed by receivables or inventory, and again, essentially provides some additional working capital for the company. These terms can be anywhere from 1 to 7 years. Another eligible use of funds is for startup companies, acquisitions, expansions, and fixed asset purchases, as well as the purchase or the construction of a building. In the case of a building, the owner must occupy at least 51% of the space. Unfortunately, there are several ineligible business, restaurants, with the exception of franchises, anything related to bars and saloons, gaming, speculative real estates, and anything related to recreational theme park or amusement parks and camping facilities. All of these industries would not be allowed to participate in the Louisiana Small Business Loan Guarantee Program. So the benefits to the owner is there's a very quick turnaround time. For loans less than 500,000, we're able to do those process those loans anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. Um, Most banks in commercial lending prefer to have some form of a governmental guarantee. Again, referring back to either the SBA 7A program, the USDA governmental guarantees, or the state loan guarantee program. Another requirement for our loan guarantee program is the creation or retention of jobs. For loans that are 100,000 or less, the requirement is to create one permanent jobs or retain a permanent jobs, and that can be an owner as well. Any loans over 100,000, they're required to retain or create two permanent jobs. A very easy criteria is, again, the owner can be used for the job requirement. In general, our process, again, the guarantee is in a contract with the bank to strengthen the loan to a business owner. So the process, a lender will contact LED for a potential LEDC guarantee. That application would be submitted to us by the bank to LEDC for review. Eligible loans are presented to our Louisiana Economic Development Corporation board or our internal loan committee. Then LED issues a commitment letter and a guarantee agreement. The company then will work with the lender to coordinate the closing of the loan. All closing documents must be reviewed by our agency prior to the closing. Once the loan has been closed, then LED continues to monitor our the loan and the credit facilities. Here's my contact information. I also work with my coworker, Miss Marissa Dwan. She also works on this program. A couple examples of how we've used the program in the past. We've used it for a martial arts facility. That was the highlighted company on that video. Again, I'll send that to Margaret to share with you, as well as we've worked with some franchise restaurants. We've worked with some rehab facilities. We've worked with smaller companies, like a trucking company. We were able to help them with purchasing the trucks, their first fleet of vehicles for their trucking operation. So it's a wide array of uses for the program. But again, another tool. Also, again, some companies aren't at the point of being ready for commercial lending. In those cases, we try to provide more information to our partners for credit elsewhere, that can potentially assist them with their funding needs. Also, I encourage you to visit our website, www.opportunitylouisiana.com. There's also other small business programs that may be of benefit to you. Again, that's www.opportunitylouisiana.com. This concludes my presentation. Any questions?
Thank you so much for that. We'll actually hold questions to the end. So
Okay.
now we'll hear from Miss Priscilla.
Okay, thank you.
Great afternoon, everyone. As Ms. Margaret stated earlier, my name is Priscilla Cheatham. I am the Business Solutions Consultant here at Job One. But what I also do is I am the one who engage with the employers, let them know about the subsidiary programs that we have here to offer that could benefit them as well as job seekers that come into the center. I will be sharing my screen just so we can go through those subsidiary programs that we do have here at Job One that may be, which I think, of great value unto you. Quickly, we're going to go through on-the-job training. What is on-the-job training? OJTs are one of our most popular services here at Job One for the business solutions team. This service provides the opportunity for job seekers, trainees to earn as they learn. In a hands-on environment, acquire job and career advancement skills, provide an opportunity for long-term employment. At the end of the day, our main goal here is to ensure that every job seeker that comes into the center has some type of gainful employment. Also, with that being stated, employment that is or above the livable wage here in the state of Louisiana, which is 11.19. The basic purpose for our OJT is to encourage the public, nonprofit, and private employers to hire an individual or upgrade an eligible employed worker who would not otherwise qualify for the job, and to teach the skills required to perform that job. OJTs benefit employers by reducing the cost of training new employees. This service provides a partial wage reimbursement up to 50% for an agreed upon training time period. I get a lot of questions about that last bullet. What does that mean? That means for the agreed upon training time period. If you have any type of job seeker that has a skills gap, that needs any type of training to perform the job that you have open and available within your company, the larger the skills gap, more than likely, the longer the time they will be allotted on that on the job training program. This is where having a resume and being able to do everything does not work in your favor, because we want to be able to, as stated in the bullet prior, be able to upgrade an eligible employed worker, or at least be able to bring on an individual who otherwise would not have been able to enter into your industry. So with that being stated, it's like a quid pro quo. We go ahead and assist with those funding because we know with the labor, now you have two people doing the job of one, but we're here to help cushion that cost for you by offering you up to 50% of those wages by bringing on that job seeker into your business entity. OJT requirements. Federal guidelines, WIOA, which is the Workforce Initiative Opportunity Act. The position eligibility. Jobs that require more training than an initial orientation period. This can be seasonal, temporary, or even a part-time job. Training eligibility. Job one, assessments and enrollment, or you can do a reverse referral. One trainee for a business with 5 or fewer employees, or 25% of the workforce for businesses with 6 or more employees. Reverse referral is anyone that you may already have in mind that you feel is eligible for the program. Because at the end of the day, with the OJT, these individuals will be working directly for you and your company. We always want to make sure that you have somebody come on with your company that you can properly mesh well with. So that's why we want to ensure that you're able to either speak with them. We have referrals here. We have individuals that's already enrolled in a WIOA process to help this go a little bit quicker for you as well as the job seeker. We know that this is a very perilous time that we're in as it pertains to the pandemic. And then we also tacked on IDA recovery. We know we have job seekers that are looking to get employed and back into the workforce. And we also know that we have a lot of employers who are looking to properly staff. So if you need, Job One is definitely here to assist with supplying those individuals to you that we know will already be eligible for that program. But reverse referrals is definitely welcome. Work experience, what we call here WEX. The WEX is mainly for job seekers, but I did want to go ahead and speak to this because a lot of the times our employers do end up hearing about it. But this is mainly a job seeker program. The work experience is a planned, structured learning experience. It takes place in the workplace for a limited amount of time. And that limited amount of time can also be up to 6 months as well. It's geared towards the participants with little to no work experience. A lot of the time, this is for our college students. What we're running into is what we see, and not just here in the state of Louisiana, it's all over. You have individuals that go to school, they go to college for 4 years, they get that educational piece, and even longer than 4 years. They get the educational piece, but then they want to go to work, and you have run into an employee who says, well, we saw and we see that you went to Xavier, you finished, you have your master's or your bachelor's, whatever, what have you, but unfortunately, you do not have the actual work experience. That is where Job One steps in. We connect that job seeker who is looking to go into said industry, get those soft skills needed, but also, as I stated earlier, in hopes that they will receive gainful employment with that company. And this is 100% paid by Job One. It can last from 6 to 12 months using our adult and youth side combined. The starting salary for our young adults is $10, and the salary for our adults is $12 per hour. And they usually work about 30 hours per week. We have had some students that are still in college take advantage of the WEX program and still be able to go to school as well, since they don't have to work that full 40-hour work week. What does Job One do? We have a recruitment and placement service department here. They get the candidates, they screen them, they match them to the jobs that they're looking to go into based either off of their education or off of their resume. And sometimes that's also just verbally. They'll let us know, well, I've been working in this industry, but I'm looking to change and transfer into a different industry. We also host recruiting events. Earlier today, I was letting Miss Margaret know we actually had a recruiting event going on today. We had a multi-industry job fair taking place within the center. Earlier today, maybe about 30 minutes ago, we had already reached 68 individuals to come into the center to join us for the job fair that we have actually hosting today within our confines here, which is great. We have an abundance of jobs. We have an abundance of employers who's looking to hire. And with that being stated, to have these job seekers eager to get back into the workplace, is such a great thing for us because we did start off with a slow period, and that was because our main challenge was combating the unemployment. So, what does our recruiting events and how can they help you? We have in person recruiting events. Job One provides employers with the opportunity to host an in person recruitment event. We provide the venue and space for individual and group interviews, recruitment event promotions on our social media platforms, also with our partnering agencies, pre-registration capabilities, including screening questions, and we also target candidate search. We have one of the largest databases here with being partnership with the Louisiana Workforce Commissions to be able to spread that word. If you're not on social media, we have different texting, we have newsletters, we have emails that we send out just to ensure that the community, knows about those open and available jobs that we have within the city of New Orleans. Employers have access to one of the largest talent management system. Create and post job vacancies at any time, manage job postings instantly, receive notification of candidate matches, review submitted resumes and application, and recruit for qualified candidates. All of this can be done at www.laworks.net, and that is the Louisiana Work Commission's hire system, what we use in-house today. If you don't have a hire system account, we can definitely create one for you. The main thing that we do need is a FEIN number, your employer identification number for your company. If you have that, we will take it from there. We will do everything else for you. We will set it up that you have your resumes notifying you of all of those qualified candidates. As it stated, we can set up those pre-screening questions to ensure that we're not wasting anyone's time, whether it be the job seeker or yours. We want to put those questions in there. If you let us know in advance, yeah, we want to bring on transitional employees, individuals who are formerly incarcerated. We have a department for that that specializes in assisting those individuals with getting back into the workforce. Even if you let us know that no, unfortunately, we cannot do that at this time, we will do our best in screening those candidates to ensure that you're getting exactly what it is that you are looking for you as well as your company. If you cannot come in-house, Job One has virtual hiring events. The Job One Easy Virtual Fair platform connects job seekers with employers and job vacancies virtually. Employers can log on. We set up your virtual booth, or we can also give you access as well to your virtual booth. Interact with the job seekers, and that interaction can be via chat or just like we're doing today. We do have the capabilities of you as well as the job seeker to be able to see each other, to chat in person, because we are a group of individuals who a lot of us missed outside, and then a lot of us didn't. So we do want to ensure that you can make that personal connection, be able to see the person that you are speaking with. Job seekers, they can check in, they can view job vacancies, and they actually can view this at any given time. We leave our job the virtual platform open 24/7. So at any given time, job seekers are able to log in to your open availability to see what you have to offer and apply within the actual site. You can do that as well if you want to check out just to see who visited my booth today. You'll be able to see who visited, what time they visited your booth, and what it is that they actually applied for. Virtual fairs are held every Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. And that's what the Job One staff on the site as well. That's the times that we actually just allocate to employers. If you want to set it up and be in person with those job seekers, we have it open and available to you, as well as additional assistance from the Job One staff here. That's when we log on as well. To register, visit the link below. This I will definitely be sure to share this with Miss Margaret so she can send this out so everyone will have these links that's posted in the PowerPoint. Job seeker service. I'll go through this quickly. We have career counseling assessments. We have the labor market information. We have a 24-hour online access to job vacancy using that virtual platform, as well as the hire system. We have scholarship assistance, supportive services such as CDL training, med certs, CNA training, if individuals are eligible, assistance with resume and cover letters, work readiness programs, technology access, and unemployment insurance assistance, all within house. We are Job One, the one-stop shop. Young adults. Job One in our Youth Works Career Center serves hundreds of youth throughout the city of New Orleans. We're definitely proud about that. We are able to tutor and alternative secondary school offerings. That's what's being offered. Summer employment, paid and unpaid work experiences, occupational skills training. We have mentorship, leadership development, and comprehensive guidance counseling, supportive services, financial literacy programs, labor market information, and also follow up services. They are looking to add, which is not on here. We have GED adult classes that will be starting at the beginning of 2022 as well. You're looking for the team here at Job One. We are interested in helping you build an all inclusive workforce with opportunities for your employees to thrive and succeed. Contact the team today to learn more and to take next steps. You will see my name below. I am the business solutions consultant here at Job One that also assists in the wage subsidiary programs. Jasmine McDaniel is the special event coordinator who helps assist with our virtual fairs as well as our in-house events. She's on the floor right now, still assisting. So unfortunately, she could not join. And my fearless leader, which is the business solutions lead, is Mr. Mayfield Joshua Jr., who's also here helping us to ensure that we are moving forth in the right direction. That is the end of my presentation. I do want to say again, thank you, Miss Margaret. I want to turn it over to Miss Margaret, but if anyone should have any questions, we'll get into that, I think, shortly. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank both of you ladies, Ms. Shamelda and Ms. Priscilla, for those very detailed presentations. I'm pretty sure we gained a lot of information today. So if anyone have any questions regarding the small business loan guarantee program or on the job training or other programs with Job One, now is your time to go ahead and ask those questions that we have um, those representatives here to answer those questions. If you would like, you could put them in a chat box and I'll read them out, or you could unmute yourself and ask your questions now.
Yes, I have a question. My name is Lawrence Clark. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. In relation to the employment program with Job One, the program is 6 to 12 months, and the salary is $10 to $12 an hour. Is that something that's supported by Job One, or is that something? How does that work exactly?
It sounds as though you're speaking about the WEX program. That is the one that is actually geared towards the job seekers. Yes, the hourly wage can start at $10 for our youth and $12 for our adult side. Our youth start at ages 16 to 24, and the adults, of course, 25 and up. Those services are definitely supported by Job One, but how does it work? It's mainly for job seekers who are looking to go into an industry that have little to no work experience. So for example, if I have a student, and we actually have one now that I'm working with, who just completed her pharmacy tech at Xavier University. She has been going there for the last 6 years. but now she's looking to go into that industry and start work. So we actually partner with CVS, and we reached out to them to let them know, hey, we have an individual who's looking to go into pharmacy, but unfortunately she doesn't have any of those hands-on training. Is there anything that you can help assist with? And they assured, oh, of course, yeah, we can definitely start showing her some things that she will be doing in her field. So we create a training plan. What are those things that she's going to be learning? And they complete the training plan, and that training plan can definitely last up to 6 months. And now with the extension, that is how we get to the 12-month mark. We create a training plan for the first initial 6 months. That participant learns those skills. You come back and say, hey, we actually like her, or we like him. We want to continue to work with them and continue to pour into them and give them the knowledge that they need to help them move forth on their actual career path. That is when the program can be extended, the additional 6 months. Long as you come with additional training skills that this individual can learn that's different from the soft skills that we initially started with, it can definitely last up to that year's time. I hope that answered your question, Mr. Lawrence.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Any more questions? Mhm.
Well, one more, Priscilla, for Priscilla. So how do you select the companies that you go about partnering with for the WEX program? Say, for instance, I'm a graphics company. I do printing. I do graphics. So someone coming out of school in that industry, how would you partner like with a company like myself? Is there a way I can register to partner with you, or how does that part work?
No registration needed. You would actually we would put together the WEX contract. I would send that information over to you just to let you know, hey, these are the guidelines and this is how long you will have that individual. Pretty much everything that I just said in writing. And then you would sign off stating, yes, I'm looking to go into a partnership with Job One to bring on graphic design students to assist them in, of course, gaining those soft skills to move forward. And that's pretty much the initial introduction to the WEX program. And then I would do everything on my end to start looking for those candidates needed. Or you can do the same thing as stated with the OJT, or you would refer someone to me, and we just have to ensure that they're eligible for the program because there is an eligibility process in place as well. But if you're interested, take my email information down and reach out to me, and we'll definitely get the process started for you as well as anyone else that may be interested in that program.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that information.
You're very welcome, Mr. Clark.
Do we have any other questions?
Yes, I have a question. This is Uma Samaros. Thank you for the presentation. It was very informative. I was just wondering if, I don't know if I missed this section, but is there an internship part of this process for the jobs? For instance, if you're dealing with someone who has absolutely, let's say they're a student or they have absolutely no skills to perform the job, is there an internship process involved?
Yes, there is an internship process, and that was the WEX piece, what we call here a work experience that is geared towards those job seekers who do have little to no work experience, where Job One does pay 100% of that cost. And I was just explaining that that's the same program that can last up to 6 months to a year. We do offer that here if that is something that you're looking to go into. Are you an employer who's looking to receive those candidates, or are you looking to, I'm sorry, are you an employer looking to receive some candidates for your actual business?
Well, I'm a prospective employer. I don't have any employees at this moment.
Okay, but
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was actually just going to ask, well, do you know anyone, any type of job seekers that's just looking to be on an internship right now?
Well, it's not that I know, but I speak to a lot of different people, and this is one of the questions that they ask me. When they're dealing, for instance, with college students in different courses, this is one of the questions that they ask me. Well, I don't have any experience. I'm just coming out of university. So, where, the job situation is they want experience in order to get the job, but I don't have any experience. So how do I get it? And so I mentioned to them that one of the things that is helpful is to do internships, either, while they're in university or shortly thereafter. And then the next question is, of course, well, what type of companies, how do I go about getting an internship with a company? Now, I was on the session yesterday, and one of the things that we're doing is we have a presentation company. We do webcasting, and we're also dealing with website security. So we're creating a division for cybersecurity because this is a very crucial issue for new businesses as well as established businesses, because small businesses are a prime target now. So we're looking for people who are interested in getting into cybersecurity. And this was the route we wanted to go because this is a field that there's very little experience in. So this is why I'm posing the question.
No, by all means. And we definitely have that program here again, which is called the work experience that we can offer to those individuals who are looking to go into that industry sector. I want to say at the beginning of this year, they will be bringing up another program as well, the apprenticeship program, which is similar to the WEX program as well, but it does extend a little bit more time. And that is for the medical industry, the information technology industry, as well as the manufacturing industry. So by all means, if you have anyone, a group of students that you may know of that is looking for any type of skills, definitely send them over to Job One. We will get the process going for them as well, get them in through triage, or yourself as well as an employer. Same thing that I just informed Mr. Lawrence. Definitely take my information, reach out to me. I'll get you a contract going in place. Everything that was stated today would just be in writing. We can set it up, start recruiting individuals for you, or you can also do reverse referral of individuals that you have that's that's ready to go, so we can just get the process going for you. But yeah, we definitely offer that here at Job One, the WEX work experience.
All right, fine. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Are there any more questions? I have included in the chat box both presentations and contact information for Ms. Shamelda and Ms. Priscilla, if you guys need to contact them at a later time. If I have no more questions at this time, I want to thank both of our speakers who did a wonderful job and provided very informative presentations. Thank all of you for attending today's session. I do appreciate it. Remember to check your emails for future sessions, and that will conclude our session for today. Have a great day. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.